How's it going, everyone? Welcome to Reaction Time. Today we're looking at how things work, the behind the scenes of your everyday things, and seeing more like a step-by-step on how they actually work. What goes on? We actually had 2 videos like this before. We figured out how a lock works. We actually looked at a GIF animation just like this one, and then you can see just like that. This is exactly how it works. Well, you actually never guess this is what it looks like behind the scenes. Here is another animation right here. Different type of keys. Each shaft has a different level, of course, and you can see they're not even at all. When once they're all level, they become perfectly even, and then you're able to twist. Look at this. And now it's going to be perfectly lined up and can rotate. So really the only thing that's holding it back is a little pin. Here is an actual real demonstration. Isn't that amazing? Now you guys know. You always learn something new here on Reaction Time. Now if you guys are new, make sure to subscribe. Click that red subscribe button and turn on those post notifications. Also, make sure to follow me on the socials. Please follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Tweet at me. What is the most interesting thing you guys learned in this compilation? But welcome to Education Time with Reaction Time. Now the second thing we're gonna look at is how a human actually swallows water. This is an x-ray. As you can see here, you got a lady under x-ray, and then you'll be able to see the second swallows some water. It's gonna be a glass of water. Okay, do you see that? One more time. Swallows the water. Oh, and there it goes. Now we can get into something you probably use maybe daily for some of you. A zipper. It's actually quite a simple design, yet it can be frustrating when it gets stuck and very annoying when it breaks. But even though it's a simple design, it's actually a little more genius than you think. Here is how a zipper works. This is a hoodie zipper. We also got the jean zipper, which are much more industrial and heavy duty. Now let's get a closer animation look. As you can see, we got X and Y, and then we got the zipper in between. It's actually a small pin that drives through the track through the zipper to either separate it or combine it. See, very simple design, but at the same time, it can tend to mess up a lot. That is really cool. And of course, if you learn this, let's see what happens on the way up. As long as the zipper driver doesn't come out of the track, you'll be completely fine. But when it comes out of the track, it gets really complicated. It will not want to go back in. You guys are learning so much. Give yourselves a round of applause. You guys already learned 3 things if you haven't seen this yet. How about a tortoise skeleton? As you can see, the actual flesh, the body of the tortoise is right there where the empty shell is. And not only that, there's a lot of empty space beyond. So like, let's say it fills up right here. There's all this empty space with nothing inside, just so the tortoise can actually climb back in. Now, have you guys ever had a pet turtle? I've had one. If you had one, let me know in the comments. A bird took it and ate it, and it was the worst thing ever. I was the most disappointing kid ever. Now you guys remember the Leaning Tower of Pisa. If you guys don't know what it is, here's a video. Yeah, it looks like it's about to fall. Well, actually, all the contents on the inside were removed because it became a structural icon. And this is the inside of the structure of the Leaning Tower of Pisa. There's actually nothing inside. As you can see, there's some fake windows and some structural support to make sure it doesn't actually lean over and fall. But now it becomes such a big tourist attraction. There's no point of having anything inside. No one lives there. It's just empty space. You guys want to see a photo that NASA took of a space shuttle leaving our atmosphere. It looks like someone took a photo of the soil and the little plant. It looks like those annoying weeds that are in the cracks of your asphalt. Well, it's actually a space shuttle, as you can see. That cloud is actually exhaust from the shuttle. Now, from this perspective, it just shows you how extremely small we are compared to our planet. Since this photo is so far away, the space shuttle looks like it's so tiny, just flying over the clouds. How does this make you feel? Does it make you feel small?
Really small.
Because you are.
If you guys haven't seen this one yet, we're gonna take a look at it one more time. A dog that scoops water with the use of the tongue. With such fast motion, dogs can actually drink a lot of water in a very short amount of time. Creates almost like a ladle-like device, which helps them scoop up much more water than your tongue can just by itself. If you wouldn't have seen this in slow motion, you probably would have never guessed dog tongues can do this. Next up, we're gonna take a look at how airplanes' jets actually work. Look, how does it work on the inside? Like, the air comes in, bigger intake. There's the initial fan, and then it goes into a really small airway. Fans keep pushing, there's heat provided, and it continues to compress in until it comes out from a smaller output, and that creates all that pressure to push the airplane. That is how jets are able to push something this massive. I would have never guessed there's this many fans. I guess you could say turbines, just to create all that air compression. The more you know, guys, we're learning a lot. Guys, have you ever seen a pufferfish? These are pufferfish. Yes, the actual fiction action is true. It's not fiction. It's real. They actually blow up like a balloon and expand in a second. Well, not only that, the second they think they're safe and hit water, they are going to deflate almost instantaneously, as you guys can see here, and then go back to just being a normal fish. It's a very good natural survival instinct that they have, that they're actually blessed with. It intimidates the predator and also gives them the ability to float to the surface in case they need to. But as you can see here, if we even slow-mo it, you see the pufferfish deflates. It's not like a slow process. This is how the big bird costume works. So the guy's face is not actually where the mouth is. You'd expect it to be where the beak is so he can see, but no, he can actually see through the chest. Uses one hand that acts as two to move the hands of the bird. Both feet are used normal like any other feet, and then the mouth is actually utilized completely with his hand. That's how the beak is moving, using the thumb and the other fingers. Speaking of which, we're gonna take it a little darker. It's gonna be a little scarier because Sawfish actually uses the nose to literally saw and cut any prey in its path, just like that. Look, it's gonna stab it. It's actually extremely sharp. I did not know they're this aggressive, and instantaneously it can eat any fish it desires as long as it's small enough. Yeah, I do not want to mess with that. Actually, if anything has a nose that long, I would probably question its natural form, including myself. Look at that. Jesus Christ. Now this one is extremely cool. This is how our solar system moves through space. So space, everlasting, aka expands, aka gonna continue to expand, and that's how it looks when everything just disperses away from each other. And in this particular case, is our galaxy. Like, I'm right there. Hello! Hi. Speaking of which, this is how fan rotates. If you guys look close, look at all the gears. It's just gear on gear, on gear, on gear, and then it rotates. Perfect. Is that a good explanation? So everything is used actually from the main motor. There's no more motors involved for that rotation, which is an amazing reutilization of one electrical motor. What do you guys think? Speaking of which, look how pine cone expands. Is always from the largest part to the smallest part. It actually looks like just like a regular flower expands. Actually, I think regular flowers expand from inside out. I'm pretty sure. Guys, correct me if I'm wrong. Let me know down in the comments if you like pine cones. If you... Okay.
That's weird.
Okay, let's see how the vending machine actually looks at fake coins. How can they actually decipher fake coins? So it all starts off, comes in, there's a light sensor. It detects it, and there's two magnets on each side. Both help detect whether it's a fake coin or a real coin. And it happens in a split second. You literally wouldn't be able to blink and look at it because it's so fast, and then goes to direct path. Okay, this is a quarter, and then saw the fake, and you guys can just see that's the real one. Fake one goes to the reject chute with all the others. You can't fake a vending machine. It's too advanced. Okay, goes and sorts perfectly by size, first of all, and then second, it uses a mechanism to drop the exact amount for change if you need it. Okay. And there you guys have it. They're way more advanced than you actually think. Not only that, when it's time to actually get your deliveries, you put in, you press. Finally, you get to the guy freshly delivered, whatever it is, bag of chip, if it's some nuts or chocolate. Who would have thought that vending machines are way more complex than you might think? So you guys know you can buy eggs pre-cracked in a little box. It's like a carton box, and you can just get it ready to go, so you can just pour it. Well, this is what it looks like. Okay, see, it cracks it from the inside and pulls it, and it's so fast there's no eggshells involved. That is actually really impressive. And then there's a separation. It goes yolk and the white. So if you've ever just want egg whites in the little carton box, this is how they do it, and then it separates it. Everything is used with machines to make it better, make it faster. Guys, this one is the wave maker in a lake for people who want to surf. It's an artificial lake, and it creates the perfect wave. You don't have to worry about different sizes. You don't have to worry about currents. Everything you need is right there. If you've ever had braces and wondered what made them so strong to stay on, this is how they do it. They clean your teeth, and they add adhesive at the metal brackets, and then they get rid of the adhesive that's left over. Check that everything's good. And then you got the metal wire that actually pushes everything into place. As you can see here, there you have it. You'll have perfect teeth in no time, except it's gonna hurt so bad. Good luck. This one is Christmas cookie templates. So there's of course the template by itself, and then there's all these different ones that push into it. It's a lot more complex than you would think, actually. This is a Christmas tree, and then you can sell it, or you can make as many cookies as you'd ever want. This is the behind the scenes of escalators. They just fold over to the bottom, they flatten out and go back to the top, and then they come back down. They're just plates that have have two sides to them. It's very simple, actually. It's such a smart design. Just don't get your feet stuck in them or like your sandals because it's a little scary. Wonder how many blood vessels you have in your hand. Well, this is actually what it looks like without any muscle, bone, or skin. So what's left over? Just a lot of blood vessels. Yeah, almost everything is completely covered. Everything gets its blood supply, and you would have never expected it's this much. But if you deconstructed it, this is exactly what it would look like. This is what the traffic control room looks like in Beijing, China. Yeah, it's a little intense. I can't even tell you how many roads and how many people are right there. And finally, this is a cyclist leg. After Tour de France, if you guys don't know Tour de France, it's one of the craziest bicycle competition of all time. This is what happens after, yeah, you're gonna need like, I think a year to recover from that. Oh my god, guys, there you have it. I really hope you enjoyed the compilation. If you did, please leave a like. Check out the merch at timelessbrand.com, and I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on those post notifications if you want another part. Can we get 50,000 likes? I would really appreciate it. Guys, so smash a like on this video, and I'll see you guys soon. Hope you guys have a great one. Till next time, hope you learned something new, and peace.